my year is down. So as much as possible, time to try to Hey guys, how are you all doing? Thank you so much for clicking on this video. If this is your very first time of seeing my face, my name is Moyo. I'm a content creator, social media manager and YouTuber based in Lagos, Nigeria. I hope that you join the family by subscribing to the channel and also checking out my other videos. You know, we have good vibes on this channel, so you want to join us, okay? And if this is not your first time here, thank you so much for always coming back to watch my videos. You guys are the real OG. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for being a part of the family. Guys, I have another exciting video for you guys. You know, I always bring all the tea or the amazing videos. So yeah, in today's episode I'm going to be talking about how to balance content creation with being a student or being a 9-to-5er. And what prompted me to make this video was, if you've been on this channel for a while, you know that I recently just graduated from the uni and I started working in 9-to-5 like 3 months ago. I've been working this job like 3 months now, and when I first started this job, it was such a hassle, you know, trying to balance being a content creator and being, you know, someone who has a 9-to-5. It was really difficult, and coupled with the fact that my job entails me to be available from Monday to Saturdays. You guys, I know it's not really a permanent thing. Like I've said in one of my videos, it's not really a permanent job, but it's what I'm doing right now for the meantime. But this job entails me to be around from Mondays to Saturdays, and it was so stressful. Like, the job is very stressful, and you know, I come back late sometimes, and then I still have to go to work on Saturday, and I still have to think about, oh, I'm a content creator and I like creating content, I like being here, so I cannot abandon my YouTube, I can't abandon my Instagram, I can't abandon social media just because I want to focus on my 9-to-5. I also want to be a content creator, and so I struggled for a few months with that. I struggled, in fact I still struggle, you guys, I still struggle. It's such a hassle, you know, trying to balance the both. And so this is why I'm going to be talking about it today. I'm going to be talking about how we can create a balance between, you know, if you're a content creator and if you are maybe a student, a uni student, or if you're a content creator and you have a 9-to-5. So if this is something you'd like to watch, you know, keep watching, okay? I have amazing tips on how we can balance being a content creator and being a student or being a 9-to-5er. So yeah, without further ado, let's get right into this video. So the first thing that I'm going to say is no pressure, no comparison. And this is so important to state, because sometimes when, you know, we are not able to create content as consistently as we'd like, we always put so much pressure on ourselves, like, oh my god, I'm not creating content like I want to, I'm not putting so much effort like I would like to, you know, and you know, we just start putting unnecessary pressure. And so it's very important for me to state that you are working a 9-to-5 or you are a student, so it's not as easy for you to show up consistently as someone who is doing content creation full-time. So don't compare yourself. Don't compare yourself with someone who is a full-time content creator. Don't compare yourself with someone who has with someone who is delegating. You know, some people have like editors, some people have YouTube managers, some people have like even people who are behind the scenes helping them to film their content. So don't compare yourself with someone who is a full-time content creator. Don't compare yourself with someone who has, you know, other people helping them out. So if you are the only one, you know, creating content for yourself, it's not as easy for you to show up as someone who is able to create content consistently. So don't compare yourself. Don't put too much pressure on yourself to always show up. You know, you are doing the best that you can, so don't put pressure on yourself. When you start putting pressure on yourself, you are just creating unnecessary stress. So I think it's so important to state first that you have to understand that it's not easy, you know, to work a 9-to-5 or be a student. And you know, each of these things I've talked about, like having a 9-to-5, it requires a level of attention. You have to be at work and focus in your and focus in your job. If you're a student, you also have to like study, because I mean that's the primary reason why you are in school, right? So you have to also focus on your academics. So don't put any pressure on yourself, you know, trying to show up. Just understand that, okay, I'm working a 9 to 5, I'm a student, so it's not easy for me to show up. So I'm going to find better ways to show up. I'm going to find the best ways or the best times for me to create content and put it out. But I'm not going to pressure myself, nor am I going to compare myself to people who are creating content full time, or people who have other people helping them out with their content. If you are someone who is able to get people to help you out, like maybe if you're able to get an editor, if you're able to get, you know, a YouTube manager, if you're able to get someone who manages your social media, that is amazing. Do you understand? That is amazing, because it takes off the pressure off of you. But if you are the only one, understand that you have to also focus in other areas. So it's not easy for you to show up as much as you would like to. And that is the first step in creating the balance. Because if you are putting so much pressure on yourself, you might not be able to focus on the things that are important. You might not be able to give your all into the things that are very important. So when you're at work, when you're in school, focus on your academics, focus on your job, and then whenever you are able to create content, then create content. So that is the first thing. I just thought to put that out there as the first step. No pressure, no comparison. Take it easy on yourself. Okay? So yeah, let's move on to this. So the second thing I'm going to say is plan your content ahead. And this is something that has worked for me so far. Before I even sit down to film, or before I even get the time to film, whenever I have a video idea, I write it down, I script it out, so that whenever I get the chance to film, I don't have to now start looking for video ideas. I already have the video ideas. I only need time to film it. So one thing that can work for you as well, if you have a 9 to 5 or if you're a student, is for you to plan your content ahead. So any video idea you get, try to, you know, write them down, research new content ideas that you would like to film, put them down. Whenever you get the chance to film, you know that it's good time. So that's the second thing I'm going to talk about. Planning your content ahead really is going to help you. So at least if you have like 3 videos, you know, 3 videos scripted out, you know that, okay, once I'm ready to film, I'm, you know, going ahead. I'm not just going to start looking for content ideas to film. I'm just going to go straight into filming. So planning your content ahead helps. Research, get ideas, write them down, flesh them out, and whenever you get a chance to film it. So yeah, that's the second tip. So this leads me into my third tip, which is batch create your content. Creating your content in bulk helps. It helps a whole lot. It helps a lot. So right now, I have not filmed any content in like a month because of the stress of my job. And then this week, I decided that I was going to film. I must film this week. And so I've been procrastinating from Monday to Tuesday to Wednesday. I pushed it till yesterday. And so yesterday, I was finally able to film. And yesterday, I woke up very early before I left for work, and then I filmed 2 YouTube videos. I filmed 3 reels. And today is Sunday. I'm going to head out to church very soon. I've filmed 2 reels, and I'm filming this YouTube video that you're watching right now. So I know that, okay, at least for a week or 2, I don't need to sit down and film again. I already have videos that I can just put out within the next 2 weeks. And so I start planning myself ahead. Okay, whenever I get the chance again, I'm going to film a lot more. So batch creating content helps. So if you're somebody who doesn't have time, if you have a 9 to 5, if you're a student, whenever you get the chance to film, try as much as possible to batch create your content, which is also like, it also boils down to planning your content ahead. So if you plan your content ahead, if you have like 2 YouTube videos, if you have 2 YouTube video ideas written down, you just know that, okay, whenever I film, I'm filming 2 or 3 YouTube videos. Then maybe if I get the chance, if I still have time, I can film 2 reels. And then I know that, okay, I have something to go out even when I'm not able to film. So batch creating your content helps. Even if you're working as a content creator full time, It's not every day that you're able to get chance to film. You know, life will always happen. So it's just best to film your content ahead, batch create your content, you know, and then you just know that, okay, at least right now I'm kind of settled because I know that, oh, I have 2 YouTube videos ready, I have 3 Instagram reels to go, and then I'm just looking for another time that I can film. So batch create your content. So yeah, that's the 3rd tip. Let's move to the next tip. The 4th thing I'm going to be talking about is you need to be disciplined. You need to be disciplined as a content creator. Sometimes I focus on, oh, I'm not motivated, I don't feel like, I'm tired, I don't want to film today, I'll film tomorrow. And you know, the thing, it's so funny that whenever I procrastinate, there's light right now. Whenever I procrastinate, I say, oh, I can't film today, I'm tired. That next day that I plan to film, something will happen. Maybe our transformer will blow, something will happen that I will not be able to film. So what I'm trying to say in essence is you have to be disciplined. You have to not focus on, oh, I'm motivated or I'm not motivated, and try as much as possible to film when you can. So a lot of times I'll plan that, oh, I want to film in the middle of the night, and then I'll sleep. Like, I'll wake up, oh, my alarm will wake me, and I'll say, I'm so tired. And very truthfully, I'm actually tired because I have to go to work the next day, right? And so I'm actually tired, but I just have to think about the fact that content creation is something I really want to do. YouTube is something I really want to do. And with anything in life, consistency is important. So I have to stay consistent. So sometimes I just think about the fact that, how bad do you want this? I really want to go on YouTube. Like, I want it so bad. And so I'm going to give it all it takes. You know, I'm going to push myself as much as I can. Sometimes I might procrastinate, but I try as much as possible to be disciplined. I try as much as possible to be disciplined. Like, and I'm so happy I was able to, you know, get my act up yesterday and today, and just, you know, film and just, you know, get everything out of the way. So try as much as possible to be disciplined. I know it's not easy. Like, trust me, I can relate so much right now. I can relate so much right now. I would have said, okay, maybe film on the weekends, but like I said earlier, I work on Saturdays too. So I can relate so much. I know it's not easy. I know it's stressful. I know you have to go to work, but discipline is so important. Think about where you want to see yourself here as a content creator in the next few years. Let your why be the reason why you keep going even when you're tired. So be disciplined. Try as much as possible to push yourself as much as you can. So yeah, discipline is very, very important. It is so important. It's so important. So whenever you plan to film, like, okay, if you say, okay, I'm going to film on Saturday and Sunday, don't procrastinate. Whenever you have the chance to, just make sure that you film it, because trust me, you'll be tired. Your body will tell you that you're tired. Rest. But try as much as possible to push yourself. I know it's not easy, but push yourself as much as you can. See me talking about discipline. I struggled so much with this week. Like, in fact, when I was making this video, I was like, I can relate so much right now. I can relate so much. But discipline is so important. And knowing where you want to be. I know where I want to be in the next few years as a content creator. And so this helps me. This pushes me to be the best I can be, to stay consistent, to stay motivated. So you guys, don't work on, oh, I'm not motivated to create content. Push yourself as much as you can. So yeah, let's move on to the next tip. The next tip I'm going to be sharing is create content about the things that are happening around you. And this helped me so much when I was in uni. I started YouTube when I was in like 400 level. And before I went back to school for my year 4, I first started with sit-down videos. I used to make a lot of sit-down videos like this because I was at home and I had the chance. And I used to make vlogs, you know, once in a while. But when I went back to school, I couldn't create sit-down videos as much anymore because one, there was no privacy for me. You know, I had a lot of roommates at the time, and you know, it's not every time that you can tell them, oh, don't make noise, I'm trying to make a video. Or especially if it's, you know, a sit down video is like 10 minutes. Do you understand? If it's just like a 1 minute video, I can tell them, oh, please just keep it down, I want to make a video right now. But if it's a sit down video like this, I cannot tell them to be quiet for that long. So I tried as much as possible to create content around, what was happening, and this is basically pointing to lifestyle vlogs, and this is more to the students, because I don't think that a lot of companies allow people do a work day in my life. So I don't think I'm talking to 9 to 5, as I'm actually talking to students right now. If you're a student and you want to be on YouTube and be consistent, you can create lifestyle vlogs. I know they're saying that the lifestyle niche is oversaturated. You can find ways to make yours more creative. So try to create content around things that are happening around you. So you can create a day in your life as a student. Let us ensure us what is going on in your life as I used to do a lot of those when I was in my 400 level. I would film a week in my life as a student. If I was going to watch a stage play, I would take my YouTube people, I'll take you guys along with me. If I was having like a program in school, I would take you guys along. I would show you my roommates, my friends, my classmates. I created a lot of content around things that were happening around me at the time, and it really helped me to be consistent, because I used to put out content at least every week, or every 2 weeks. There was always a lifestyle vlog on my channel. They are still there if you want to watch them right now. So yeah, create content around things that are happening around you. If you're a student, you can show us like what I eat in a week. You can let us know, okay, trying to survive. There's so many amazing content ideas. You guys, I'm giving you tea. So you can create, okay, trying to live off like, okay, maybe 1,000 naira in a week as a student, trying to see how much you can do that in a week, filming content around, okay, what I eat in a week, filming content around, okay, what my life as a student looks like. Okay, you are attending a program, you can take us along. So this is me giving students content ideas right now. Let me know if you want to get a lot of content ideas. I could film a video on that as well. So yeah, you can, if you are a student that is a content creator and you also have businesses on the side, you can take us along. Okay, a day in my life as a business owner and also a student. Show us what it looks like, behind the scenes. A lot of that, a lot of things are happening around you. You can talk to your classmates, pick up a topic and talk about it with your classmates. Pick up a topic just about it with your roommates and, post it. You don't have to overthink sometimes. You don't have to overthink it sometimes. You can create content around, things that people would like. Do you understand? So yeah, that is for students. So if you're working in 9 to 5, like me, and your company will not allow you, in fact, I don't think any company would even allow you to bring a vlogging camera to work, even where I work as well. I cannot do that. So if you are working in 9 to 5 and you want to create content around things that are happening around you, one thing that you can do is you can film your 5 to 9 routine. So show us what happens when you come back from work, how maybe your nice time skincare routine. You can show us, okay, what do you do when you come back from work? Maybe if you're filming like maybe in the middle of the night, you can show us that, okay, I just came back from work, okay, so now I want to create content in the middle of the night. Take us along. Film it. You can film behind the scenes of that. I think I would do that as well one of these days. Maybe whenever I'm filming in the middle of the night, I can do a midnight in my life as a content creator. So yeah, you can do that as well. You can do your 5 to 9 routine, or you can do your morning routine, like, okay, what you do before you go to work if you have enough time on your hands. There are a lot of things that you can try out. Don't put yourself in a box. Think outside of the box. Try to be as creative as you can. Try to be as creative as you can as a student and as a 9 to 5er. And this is also a note to self at this point. So yeah, try as much as possible to create content around things that are happening around you. Find content ideas that you can create, that will be fun, that you would enjoy creating. As a student, there are so many of those that you can create. You don't have to do like all these regular sit-down videos every time. You can be more creative. You can think outside the box. You can do something fun, with your classmates, and like I said, you can pick up a topic and let us know like what your friends, your classmates, and everybody around you thinks about that. So yeah, I hope that tip has been so helpful. I hope it has been helpful for you. So we're going to move on to the last tip, and then I'm going to give you a bonus tip after this. The next tip I'm going to be sharing is time management, and this is so important, you know, as a content creator, as a 9-to-5er, and as a student. Especially as a student, time management is very important. You know, you have to be able to manage your time, because you know you have a lot of things on your hands, so you can plan yourself. Okay, this time to this time I have classes, this time to this time is my reading time. I have to read and, you know, do my assignments and plan and everything like that during this time. This time and this time is my filming time. This time and this time is the time that I spend with my friends. So try as much as possible to plan your time. Plan your time. I'm not someone who is I don't have a strictly regimented lifestyle, and sometimes it's very hard. It's very hard for me sometimes, because the time that I'm supposed to use to do other things, you know, I'm scrolling away on social media. The time I could have used to do something else that is very important, you know. So time management is very important. You don't have to have a strict, or it doesn't have to be so strict or so regimented, but try as much as possible to plan, you know, plan your time ahead. Okay, this is what I'm doing at this time. So time management is very important. So yeah, so our bonus tip is don't be hard on yourself. Take care of yourself. Take it easy on yourself. It is not easy to work a 9-to-5. It is not easy to be a student, you know, and you have to put your attention. Those things need your attention. Your job needs your attention, because you don't want to receive a query from your boss. Your school needs your attention, because you are there to focus on your academics. So don't be hard on yourself when you are not able to create content. Don't beat yourself up. Don't say, oh my God, I'm not doing as much as I would like to. Don't beat yourself up. Try to show up as much as you can. But if you are not able to, you can take it easy. For example, if you plan, okay, today I'm supposed to film, but I don't feel so good. Take good care of yourself. You don't want to break down. You don't want to fall sick. And you also want to excel in the other areas that you're focusing on. You have to excel in your academics. It is very important. You also have to do your job as much as you can. So try as much as possible to take it easy on yourself. Take care of yourself. Take it easy on yourself. Don't be hard on yourself. Don't beat yourself up whenever you are not able to show up. Note to self. Don't beat yourself up whenever you are not able to show up. Try to show up as much as you can. Yes, try to show up, try to be disciplined, try as much as possible. But if you're not able to at that particular time, take it easy. And you know, life is so funny. Sometimes life can mess with our plans, and that's just it. It's just life can mess with my plans. Like, okay, I'm supposed to film today, but then something came up, and then I have to be there. I have to give my attention to that. So life can also be a factor. So take it easy on yourself. Don't beat yourself up, you guys. Don't beat yourself up. You know, I hope that you found these tips helpful. I hope you've been able to pick one or two things from everything that I've said. I hope that you found the video helpful. If you are a content creator or a student, or if you're a content creator and maybe a 9-to-5er, and you're somebody who is able to show up consistently on their social media platforms, I would like to know how you are doing it. Because sometimes, even with all the tips that I've shared, it's still hard to show up sometimes. It's still hard, because that's just life, you know. It's still hard to show up. So if you have some tips that I've not mentioned that's worked for you, please, I would like to know. Share with me, share with everybody in the comment section. We would like to learn, we'd like to know more. So yeah, we'd like to know. Please leave it for us in the comment section. Don't hoard. Let us know. Don't gatekeep your tips. Share with us in the comment section. So you guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a comment for me, subscribe, share with your friends that are content creators and are 9-to-5ers, or content creators and are students and they're struggling. Do them a favor by sharing this video, you guys. And if you have not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. You can also follow me on Instagram. It's Moyo for social media. I give tips for business owners, growth tips for business owners sometimes, whenever I'm able to show up. whenever I'm able to show up. But please follow me on social media platforms, subscribe to this channel, and until the next time that I see you, take care of yourself, have fun, don't be hard on yourself, show up as much as you can, be disciplined, batch create your content, plan ahead, and be consistent. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.